Sudhanshu Trivedi of the BJP, Ragini Nayak of the Congress, Shahid Siddiqui, Chief Editor of Duniya, Rasheed Kidwai, Associate Editor of the Telegraph, and Chetan Bhagat. Chetan, let me start with you. Full-blown, all-out attack on Smriti Irani.
I know.
Where is this going to take the Congress party?
I think it's really unfair because, I mean, I know of a PhD guy who was quiet when the country was being robbed. So, you know, education and capability are two different things. Being educated and having degrees are two different things. So if Mr. Modi has been elected and people have trusted his judgment, then let us trust his judgment for 24 hours at least. And secondly, on Smriti Irani, she's a big achiever in her field. We got to stop this academic arrogance that only like universities teach you things. Try struggling as an actor. Try becoming a top actor in the country. It teaches you a lot more about life. And it's a human resource ministry. Laborers come under it. So what kind of an unwarranted attack is this? And I know they've lost an election, but come on guys, be a sport. You know, she's pretty articulate. She's very impressive, I think. And I mean, I don't know her personally, but I'm just saying this just sounds like so many holes in this argument. And I don't know why they are doing it.
It's going to rebound on you, you know, Ragini. Can you please tell me, I just one and take the questions, please. What was the qualification of A. Raja? Can I tell you? Double graduate, BSc, bachelor's in law, master's in law.
I've heard that already. Arnab, you're repeating yourself.
I'll tell you one more thing. No, hear me. Let me tell you things you don't know. You know Ashok Chavan's qualifications? Ashok Chavan's qualifications, what are they?
All right.
You know his qualifications, should I tell you? He is a graduate in science and has got a master's in business management.
Arnab, and I can assure you that they did not misrepresented facts.
Misrepresent facts. Ashok Chavan has done the quid pro quo in that Adarsh Kargil for profit scam.
Don't.
A. Raja did not misrepresent facts. One second. A. Raja did not misrepresent facts.
Don't look at just one side of the picture.
One side.
You put a question to me and let me answer. I will answer you. You put your question and I'll answer.
I put my question. You don't have an answer.
Yes. All right. So, I have an answer. Let me just see. Let me bring things to perspective in this debate. The point of contention tonight is that the education minister of this country is confused about her own educational qualifications. She proclaims herself to be a Bachelor of Arts in 2004 and now she says that she has only completed first year of BCom. I have the affidavit copy if you want to see. Point number one. Secondly,
look at how you're changing your goalposts. No, look at how you're changing your goalposts. You know what? Look at how you're changing your goalposts.
Just hear me out.
No, 1 minute.
Just hear me out.
1 minute.
Just hear me out.
Ragini, I'll tell you why you're changing your goalposts.
You have to be patient.
I'll tell you why you're changing your goalposts.
Yesterday has a right to vote.
Yesterday,
every voter has a right to contest elections. Every elected person has a right to aspire for a ministerial berth depending on the prerogative of the party's leadership. The Congress party is not debating this.
What are you saying?
These are facts. We are not debating this. But as far as conventions are concerned, there has been a certain convention for the HRD ministry.
What is the convention?
People of higher academic stature, higher intellectual stature, like Maulana Azad, Nurul Hasan, V.K. R.V. Rao have been given this portfolio.
What are you saying?
If the BJP wants to move away from this convention, they are welcome. They are welcome to do that. But the point is,
so
that
you
if
need
the
a higher
Congress party
academic
really wanted to
qualification.
hit below the belt, then there are umpteen number of ministers in this cabinet whose educational qualification is lower than Srimati Irani's. We did not question their qualification.
What kind of argument?
So what right do you have to twist the argument and take it to a different direction? You want to focus on a 140 character tweet, but you would not focus on a 25-minute press conference done by Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, in which he made the position of the Congress party very clear. And we stand on
Miss
that.
Ragini, now you see.
Education is not the sole
Now listen to me, Miss Ragini. Don't go non-stop, please. 1 second, I request you. Now listen to me, please, Miss Ragini. Okay, don't please interject now for a while. Abhishek Manu Singhvi says this is not a personal issue, but that is precisely if you only cared to know what it was, because Makan questioned Smriti Irani's academic qualifications to be heading the HRD ministry. Makan made no mention of the discrepancy in some affidavits in his tweets. 1 minute, don't interrupt me, I told you. This was a belated discovery by the Congress. You are trying to now use the argument of a discrepancy because you realized that you perhaps have become the laughing stock of the nation by now pretending an argument that you're not educationally qualified enough to head the HRD ministry. By your ridiculous argument, 1 minute, Miss Ragini, I request, I told you to let me complete. By your ridiculous and unthought, shallow argument, Miss Ragini, Kamaraj, Bharat Ratna, you know, who was acknowledged worldwide for his work in the field of education, for bringing about the midday meal scheme, by your bizarre, ridiculous, shallow, unthought, hasty argument, Kamaraj would not have qualified to be the HRD Minister of India. Do you realize what a ridiculous thing this is? I'll get the BJP into the debate. Sudhanshu Trivedi.
Just a moment.
Sudhanshu Trivedi.
I think the election time
is... Give me 30 seconds.
Sudhanshu Trivedi is responding now, please.
Actually, the election time is over. But I think the Congress people are unable to come out of the hangover of the elections, in which they were trying to divert the basic issues of performance and development and concentrating attack on the personal issues. So in my opinion, they are still in the same mindset, so they are focusing on unnecessary issues. As you have already said, not only Mr. Kamraj, I would like to say, if you go by the biodata, the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was having an excellent biodata as compared to Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who was a simply postgraduate, and Indira Gandhi was not even a graduate. So if you look at this examples, for being in the government and being a ruler, you must have a better common sense. Even in the Chanakya Niti it is said that the ruler must have good common sense. He must have wide ears and an open heart. And he need not to have a very high intellectual stature. His advisors must have intellectual stature. And on that aspect, what Uma Bharti has said is more important, because Sonia Gandhi ji was the chairman of the National Advisory Council. Advisors are required to be more intellectually inclined and educated and analytical. And the king and the ruler is required to be more rational and having more common sense. And in my opinion, if just a few hours have gone, let them give some time and then judge on the basis of their performance.
Point is very simple. Ragini, don't respond. Just listen, please. Let's get everyone into the debate. The logic, therefore, the Congress party is presenting tonight is that Rajiv Gandhi should, before he became the Prime Minister of India, he should have been the Civil Aviation Minister of India. Because in the view of the Congress party, the Civil Aviation Minister of India must be a pilot. The Health Minister of India should be a doctor. The Sports Minister of India must be a sportsman. A Tribal Affairs Minister of India must be a tribal. An Agriculture Minister of India has to be a farmer.
Do not do that.
And no, but that's
people of this country decide who is
Shahid
going
Siddiqui.
to be the laughing stock of the
Shahid
country
Siddiqui,
at the end of the day.
Shahid Siddiqui, please, you know,
Shahid Siddiqui,
you
all is in their court.
You really
but
tripped
do
over
not
on
use
this one,
distorted
Ragini.
logic.
You've
You
tripped
will have
over
to
badly
give me
on
some
this one.
time to
Shahid
respond
Siddiqui,
to
please.
what Mr. Trivedi
Ragini,
said.
a long answer is not a right answer.
Please,
A long
no, you
answer
have
is not a
not.
right answer.
If only
Shahid
you would
Siddiqui is
allow me to
speaking now.
speak.
Arnab,
Ragini ji, by this logic,
ball is now in Congress goal. Arnab,
no one in the Gandhi family is a graduate.
Trivedi
Which has
ji,
been respected
I have
and
complete answers to all the questions you posed to me. If the anchor would allow me to speak, I can reply to all the questions but as well. So before giving me a right to respond, do not reach to conclusions.
Shahid Siddiqui is speaking.
you must
Ragini,
do an
please.
interview with Ragini, not a debate.
Go ahead. Shahid Siddiqui.
Yes, the point I'm making
Shahid
is that
Siddiqui,
Ragini says that ball is now in BJP's court. I say that ball is in the Congress goal. It's a self-goal by the Congress. And they have committed a blunder. They have failed to understand the psyche of the nation. They did it during the campaign, before the elections, and again they are doing the same thing. People of this country have rejected this elitist approach to politics, and a different kind of politics has emerged in the country. The elitist approach has been rejected, and now the issue is not whether you are a graduate or you are from IIT or you are MIT. The issue is whether you understand the people of this country and the problems of this country and are ready to look at them in a very, very inclusive way, and out-of-box solutions can you find to the problems of the common man. And that's where I think let's give the chance to Mr. Modi and his team, and to Smriti Irani. She is a very sensible, rational woman. Whatever I have seen of her, that she has tremendous common sense, and she has emerged from she has learned from her experience and realities of life, like Akbar the Great. The only Mughal who was called the Great was Akbar the Great, who was illiterate. But he was a man who had tremendous common sense and was ready to learn at every step. And you have a leader in the Congress who has not learned in 10 years any kind of politics, and has brought Congress to a stage where it has failed on every area and every counter.
You see, Ragini, I mean this very seriously. Think about one thing, right? I'm only Rasheed. Chetan, I'm coming to you. I just want to get Rasheed in, and I'm coming back to you. Yeah, no, the point is, Congress party says today Smriti Irani not qualified. 1 minute, please. Yesterday they say HRD ministry, it looks after universities, so it needs a person who has exceptional qualifications. So I want to ask Rasheed by the same logic. You appointed a 72-year-old MS Gill to be the youth minister of India. How is that a better fit? I don't understand, Rasheed.
Yeah, Arnab, you are
what is the Congress doing?
Yeah, Arnab.
Yes.
Arnab, first of all, you must understand that.
1 minute, Ragini. Hear the other. Self-goal.
Please, Ragini, please let me explain. Ragini, it is going to help you.
You have posed so
No. Ragini, there are a lot of things that you should be saying. You are not saying it here. It is not a structured response of Congress party. Congress party is in disarray. There is a Rahul Congress, there is Sonia Congress, and they have not introspected. So this is the individual.
No, they've had a news conference on it.
Mr. Manish Tiwari. No. Let me explain.
It's an elitist
Mr. Manish Tiwari is saying something. Mr. Manish Tiwari is saying something. Mr. Ajay Makan is saying something. So there is some kind of, they're trying to draw attention. The Congress must also
draw
know
attention.
That in 1999, when Sonia Gandhi became leader of opposition, there was a affidavit. In her affidavit, she had written that she has studied in University of Cambridge. Now it was challenged, and subsequently it was changed. Mr. Polok Chatterjee, who was the secretary, said that this is a clerical error, this is a typo error, and it was changed to City of Cambridge. So all these
City of Cambridge.
There, I think
there is no university called City of Cambridge.
No, not a question of university. It was said that she studied in Cambridge University, or she studied in the City of Cambridge. So that was the distinction they had made.
There's a university called Oxford Brookes University. That's not Oxford.
No. Let me explain. You see, she had studied in Lennox Cook School of Languages, and there are a lot of many people from Europe who are not well versed in English. They come and study there.
I really have
I've been to that school. It's not part of Cambridge University.
I want to deal in detail also with the irregularity and inconsistency and contradiction in Smriti Irani's affidavit. You are not discussing that.
Okay,
and you want to discuss something which happened yesterday.
I'll tell you one thing.
So that I can debate on that.
No, even Sonia Gandhi's affidavit also.
Why is Madam Smriti
I'm saying it happens.
On
Shahid
what is the
Siddiqui.
exact status of her educational qualification?
Shahid Siddiqui saying something to Shahid Siddiqui.
Why
unnecessarily another self goal. It is another self goal. If they want to discuss the discrepancies in Smriti Irani's affidavit, then we will have to discuss the contradictions in Sonia Gandhi's affidavits also, and how she has misled the country. And so don't go for this kind of argument. It will be self-defeating. It will be self-defeating. Why are you trying to bring in Sonia Gandhi into it? We don't want to do it. We don't want to attack Sonia Gandhi when she is down, when she has been defeated and she is down. We don't want to do it. It should not be done. Let's be gracious. Let's be gracious with Congress party.
Chetan Bhagat wants to say something.
One of the things.
You see.
Guys.
Chetan is saying something to you.
One of the things.
Ragini, listen to Chetan.
Can I say something?
It's not a trivial
Miss
issue.
Ragini,
listen to Chetan.
Or brushed under the carpet.
Can you listen to me?
Listen to. Yes,
one of the things about being educated is listening to others. Listen.
Yes, please.
One of the things
We
about
can't
being
hear
educated is
Ragini
listening
because
to others
she's
and not
shouting so much.
No.
We can't make out what she's
Yeah,
saying.
you're shouting and you're talking about being educated. One of the things about being educated is listening to others and not monopolize the debate. So I think that is what education should teach you. Anyway, leave that aside. One of the things that everybody seems to be saying is Miss Irani doesn't have a good resume. Now, if you have to become an actor, you have to start early, which may mean that you may not go for formal education after class 12 because you have to struggle to be an actor. But Miss Irani has excelled in whatever field she has chosen. She's 38, she's a union minister. In acting, she was the top of her game. She understands India, she's compassionate. She took on a very formidable opponent and narrowed the margin to historical levels for Rahul Gandhi. She has excelled wherever she has gone. If I was doing an interview, I would hire her over an average postgraduate. Indians have to get over this mentality that one degree is better than somebody who has excelled in another field but who doesn't have an degree. That a PhD is necessarily better. So please,
it's not a monologue, it's a fact. Listen,
you don't know what education is.
Put my argument.
Ms. Ragini, before you begin your argument, let me tell you one thing. Let me just tell you one thing, please. You see, you should have learned the lesson.
Maulana Azad was not a graduate.
Yeah, Maulana
He was not a postgraduate. Maulana Azad was a scholar, but he had no degree from university.
Maulana Azad was not
Maulana Azad didn't have any degree from any university.
Yes, he wasn't a graduate. I'll tell you
He was a self-taught man.
No, more than that, I'll tell you what was
he was a self-taught man.
John Major was not a graduate. 1 minute. The British Prime Minister during the Gulf War, John Major was not a graduate. He led the Conservative Party to a massive victory. Harry Truman, President of America on 2 terms, assistant in founding the United Nations. He passed the Marshall Plan to rebuild Europe. He was not a graduate. What are you talking about? You had a school dropout in Brazil, De Silva. Under him, Brazil became the 8th largest economy of the world, and Rio de Janeiro got the 2016 Summer Olympics. He was a school dropout.
Well, Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg are also not
Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg are not graduates. And what are you see, Ragini, you must understand today, Shibu Soren was union minister.
I've understood everything you
No,
wanted
you're not
to say.
understanding. The basic point that you're not understanding is your elitism.
If I'm sitting, you can gag me.
The basic point you are not understanding, Ragini, is nobody wants to gag you, but I'm just asking you a simple question. Do you understand, has the Congress party not learnt any lessons about elitism, super elitism, from the fallout of the Chaiwala comment and the Smriti who barred? Smriti Irani is an achiever. She's self-made. Wherever she has come on her own merit. She has not been propped up by dynasty or gone to the best public schools in the country and then walked into every institution where the doors have been opened for her.
Can I say something,
you should be,
you are going to
what
give a
Chetan
long
is telling you is
monologue.
that is the spirit of New India. That is the spirit of New India. You see, Ragini, understand that. As a young politician, understand that.
Can I speak now?
Yes,
Would you allow me to speak?
Yeah, but when people talk to you, don't call it a monologue. That's very wrong. When Chetan Bhagat says something, don't say it's a monologue.
Right. No, I will have to call.
He didn't call yours a monologue.
I have to say that it is a monologue because I am not given uninterrupted time. You keep interrupting. I have to outshout people because you do not allow me
what
to
was
make
the educational qualification of Gyani Zail Singh? What was the educational qualification of Gyani Zail Singh when the Congress party decided to make him president of India?
All right.
What is the educational qualification of Gyani Zail Singh when the Congress party decided to make him president of India? You tell me. I mean, this is such a big self-goal. You have nothing to say.
It's a self-goal, yes.
It's a big self-goal, Ragini. Please listen.
Can I say something now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say something.
Your interpretation is not the only interpretation. Mr. Arnab Goswami, please realize this. Let the people of this country decide. The makers of the Constitution, the founding fathers of India, who gave right to each and every person without prescribing an educational qualification to vote or to contest. The same democracy gives power to each concerned citizen to know about the proficiency, to know about the expertise and the educational qualification of all the ministers, all the people who contest elections. That is their right. And if the Congress party brings to light the fact that this is the educational qualification of the minister, why do you have to take it in such a negative light? I don't understand.
Because you have
This is
nothing-
what the Congress
It's
party
in
has
bad
done, and we've
taste.
also
It's a
said
very bad
that
taste.
there is
It's
a
in
blatant
extremely bad taste.
The Congress
inconsistency.
understood
Along
this, they
with
could have been a
this,
different
we want to
thing.
know, we want Madam Smriti Irani to come out and tell the nation of this country.
Congress is
to
bent
tell the
upon
nation what is
scoring
her
self
actual
goals.
educational
Well, you know,
qualification is.
babes, Ragini.
You know, is it now really below her dignity because she is become a
Ragini,
minister
you know, this is going to
come out
rebound
with-
on you.
Secondly, something
This is
of
going to
which
rebound
I-
on you badly. I'm telling you this today. I'm telling you, it's going to rebound. You go today, Ragini, after the debate, you go back and check what was the educational
already
qualifications
rebounded.
what was the educational qualifications of the Dinsha Patel, who was your Minister for Mines. Go and check it right now. Do a Google search.